Hi, Lynn McDonald here, and today I'm going to be covering Section 3 Retail, how to sell on Facebook groups. Video number 1, setting up your group. Now we're going to be selling online using Facebook groups. We're not at the moment going to be selling from your K-Life or the cleaneasy.com website. We'll teach you how to use Facebook groups, how to build a customer base using them, and how to sell the products. There's 3 short videos and these can be found at the resource site. The first one you're watching, number 2, promoting your group to your friends and family, and number 3, finding and promoting on external groups. Please watch them all the way through and don't skip. So, why set up a Facebook group? If you're literate with Facebook, you may be saying, why not a page? Well, this gives us somewhere to capture people. They can visit a page, but we can capture them in a group. And this is how we build an online customer base. It's a forum, if you like, for you to invite people into who have maybe bought from you, or your friends or your family, Clean Easy Catalogue customer, next door neighbour, anybody that you want to show the range to, people who have liked your products or commented on your products in the external groups. We invite them in and they can see more of the range, but it also personalises your business and helps to build that customer rapport. The very foundation of the catalogue side of the business and the success of it is the customer relationship and the customer rapport. We build strong customer relationships, and it's exactly the same can be done using your Facebook group. It allows you to show more of your personality. They're created to be personal rather than branded. And in groups, you can easily communicate with all the members via chat, wall post, messages, sharing, so you can get in touch with everybody. Before I get started, I want to talk briefly about the many faces of Facebook, because it does depend on what you're using to access your Facebook, how it looks on the screen. For example, Facebook on an app on your phone or your Android has a different layout if you use that same phone or Android and log in using facebook.com. It looks different on my PC or my laptop. It looks different on your laptop to mine. And that's, you just have to familiarise yourself with them. Some things work better on an app and some things work better on a PC or a laptop, and you'll soon familiarise yourself with the faces of your Facebook and how it looks on your app or your phone or your computer. But your sponsor's there to help you, and they'll know most of them. So now you want to log into your Facebook if you're not already logged in. And this opens in what's called the home page, and that's how it looks on my laptop. And you're looking for groups, and if you look down the left-hand side there, under events, you'll see groups. And as it can vary from device to device where it's located, I found the best thing if you're stuck is just to put in Facebook groups, facebook.com/groups. And when you find it, click create a group. And it should look something like that. And you want to find the name for your group. Now, I'm not very imaginative, so mine's is Lynn Max Online Shop. However, you may come up with something that you like better, but I do think it's a good idea to have your name in there because we want to personalise it to you and we want to build that customer rapport. And at the add some people selection, you want to only add the person who introduced you to the business and your spouse or partner or a good friend at this point. Please don't add anyone else to the group at this point, because we want to have lovely products for them to look at before we invite them into the group. However, we want to have your sponsor and someone else there as a friend, and we're also going to make them admin, which I'll explain shortly. You want to choose a closed group. You don't want anybody posting anything in your group. You want it to be you have complete control over that group as to the products that go in there. Pin it to your shortcuts and then click create. Your group's created. Well, nearly created. We have to do a little bit of work, but it's nice and easy. So first of all, you want to add a cover photograph. I just click to upload a photograph. Now, you might want to use a product or a product range. You might want to use something that you find a graphic from the internet, or your photograph to introduce yourselves to them. The reason I like to choose a product is because if I send the link to my shop to someone, it opens up the product, so it entices them in if they see the product range. Ask your sponsor to send you one to get started. Now you want to click the three dots next to the notifications. So click edit group settings, and this is where you can personalize your group and privatize it. So here we go. First, after you've selected your group name, select the group type. Just click on that little circle with a plus in it and decide what type you want. Privacy, anyone can find, but only members can see posts. Membership approval, any member can add members. You want to invite people to add their friends. Web and email address, you want to customize this. It's really, really important because that's going to give you a nice, easy link to your shop. For example, mine's is www.facebook.com/groups/Lynn Max online shop. Add a group description. Now, this doesn't have to be War and Peace. A little bit about the products and how to order. Ask your sponsor for help if you're like me and you're not very imaginative. Posting permissions, all admin and moderators can post. And posting approval. Now, I put all group posts must be approved by an admin or a moderator, because some people post thanks for adding me to the group, or they ask a question. So they can post, but it has to be approved. That's the reason I give them approval, but I must approve it. I don't want anybody posting anything that I've not seen. And then you just want to click on save. Add your sponsor as an admin. This is really important. I've said that it's a good idea, but I think it's necessary. And we also recommend, as I said, to add your spouse, your partner, or a good friend as admin. And to do this, click on the members. There's back to your group there, and the little members button there. And this will open up like that, and you'll see you and your sponsor, or you and your spouse and your sponsor, and you'll see this little circle here. If you click on the small icon, and then just click on make admin. This helps you to protect your group in case you get a little ban from Facebook, which can happen if you post too vigorously, which will be covered in the posting on external groups. So before adding people to your group, you want to post 20 to 30 products in your group. Now, this may take a little bit of time, but you could ask your sponsor to help you out by sending you some photographs, or some people have a group where you can access lots of photographs. There's just a little bit of preparation, because you don't want to invite people into an empty shop. When you start to invite in your friends, you want them to see lots of lovely products to choose from. So, how to find the products and to edit. You can browse the online catalogue to select the products and check the stock. There's a K-Life, and you'll see that's the stock level there. Some people prefer to go to cleaneasy.co.uk and browse products, or use the stock checker. It doesn't really matter. You want somewhere where you can capture the photograph and save it to your computer to edit it. Always check the stock before posting, as some of the products sell out quicker than others. So even if you checked it the other day, check it again. Now, edit your photos before posting. Why do we have to edit the photos and make them personal to you? Well, the reason for that is if we're taking the photographs from K-Life or Cleaneasy, so are hundreds of other distributors in the business. If we post them as it is, Facebook's cookies will be able to trace that photograph back to K-Life, and they will identify you as a business, and they don't want a business doing free advertising. So we do an edit of the photo so they're personal, but also to protect your Facebook account. And this is also why we have other admins, just in case you do get a ban. Normally they ban you for a couple of days or a week, or more if you've really been overdoing it. So how do we do this? You can save the image by right-clicking the photo, but I prefer to use the snipping tool. That just personalises that more, and you can find that on most laptops and PCs, and something equivalent on your Android or phone, if that's what you're using. And to edit the photograph, I use PicMonkey, or you can use an app called iPicky to edit it. And all I do is, there's a snipped photograph, I simply add a small, simple double frame. When you use PicMonkey and add a frame, it gives you a double one. And I change the colours to match the products. It helps to make them stand out. What I've found is it does work better if you keep it nice and simple. If you have really fancy borders and get carried away with your expert skills and doing stuff like that, unfortunately we found it takes away from the product. So keep it simple. In time, when you go into the external groups, you may want to add a bit of text with your shop on it, Lynn Max Online Shop. So now you want to go to your Facebook online shop or group, whatever you call it, and you want to click discussion. You can add a photograph, and again, this is where it's found on my laptop. Add the photograph first, but some people add the text first. If you add the text, you'll see a little camera will appear down the bottom here. So either or, I just upload my photograph and then add the text. And I would recommend to keep the text really simple. There you can see this one is my favourite, so I've just put my favourite one: Parisian patchwork duvet set, single, double and king size prices. It's up to you what you put there. Speak to the person who introduced you. But now you've got all your products in there, your online shop is up and running. It's time to start to share it with your friends and your family on Facebook, and the ones that are not on Facebook. Let's try and get them onto Facebook. You need to let people know about your group and actively promote it. You can choose later on if you want to use this to build a team as well as selling the products. So how to promote your group? Well, it starts by adding in your friends to your group. And Cleaneasy and Facebook have a nice simple way of doing that. all you have to do is click the Add Members button on the right-hand side of the group. Now, you may want to add people individually, and some of them you may want to personally invite. I just personally added in everybody, but if you've got people who you know might prefer to be asked in your friends group, go and send them a little email invite. Put in your friend's name or email and then click Add to the group. Now, this is only going to capture some of your friends, and it can be slow, especially if you've got hundreds and some people have thousands. So a nice and quick and easy, simple way is to work your way through the alphabet. So in the Add Members area, click A and add all the A's, and then click B, and then just go through the alphabet, changing it periodically. Sometimes I put Mac or Bob, and you'll get as many as possible. The rest, we're going to capture them by putting a post on our Facebook status and update. So here's some examples of what you want to put on your Facebook status update and on your group post. Hi everyone, as you can see, I've just started up my own part-time business. Thanks very much for taking a look at my new online shop. Now at this point, if this is your status, you can say, if you've not seen my shop, add a link to it. I'll be adding more products every day. Could I ask a huge favour to add some of your friends to the group? And there's the link to the group. Thanks once again for looking, and I hope you love the products as much as I do. Now, if someone adds their friends, thank the person for adding their friends and tag them. Thanks very much, Mary, for adding your friends to the group. Now, and if some people will add friends into the group, or you may add people into your group who actually want to leave the group. So you may want to put a little star. If you want to leave the group, simply click Join button and click Leave Group. And remember to tick the button to stop others adding you to the group in the future. And thanks for taking the time to look. Right, thank you very much for your time. The next video to go and watch will be video number 2, how to promote your group to friends and family.